Dollar index daily time frame. After this sideways correction triangle chart pattern, that was your 6-month sideways correction, and now it has breakout, and you can see price action is vertical. There is no correction, just red candle going down, and your first resistance is 100.48. This is your first resistance. If it retests again, because until next FOMC meeting you will only see sideways correction, big price action will come after FOMC meeting. So if it retests again this strong resistance level, then you can sell dollar and targeting new lower low. Like I explained in last video in detail, soft landing means weak dollar and hard landing means strong dollar. In the beginning of this year, dollar was strong, there was full fear for recession. Then every time NAP come and market sentiment changed immediately. It went up again, but last few weeks lower CPI number, but still a stronger NAP number confirm that soft landing is possible. And this is highly political statement, and it depends on election next year, who will win and what president will do before election or after election. So when hard landing sentiment return again, dollar will go up. And what will the news? Nobody know, but because of that soft landing narrative, dollar is down vertically. That's why things like gold, SP 500 and many other things are up. So direction of everything depends on dollar. So technically your first resistance 100.48 and first technical big support is 94. It can make correction near 98 level, but technically big support is 94. And if you see weekly time frame, last wave 61% retracement 98 can be your nearest support level, but main target is retest of this trend line. But this is your stagflation, not soft landing, and when market see hard landing, dollar will go up again. So if you are selling or buying dollar, manage your risk at least up to 104 level. Then USD JPY weekly time frame. You can trade any JPY pair, but I will say main is USD JPY. This is same like trading GBPUSD and Brexit, because that time crowd was trading all GBP pair. So this is same, your main is USD JPY pair. So right now price is testing key support level 137. This is your strong support and it can stay sideways till FOMC meeting, and for this pair to go down, Fed need to cut interest rate and Bank of Japan need to hike interest rate. So investors have already sold this pair before this central bank monetary policy. So if Bank of Japan say no, then it can go up from this level, and if they give signal for hike and Fed for rate cut, then immediately this 137 level will break. And in last video, this pair was trading near 144 level, and now it is down vertically. And this last wave have retraced 38%. This is your fib level, and this is your strong horizontal support level. For next entry, if this level breaks in next 2 weeks, then on retest you can sell. But till next BOJ and Fed monetary policy, I expect sideways correction in dollar and JPY both. Then GBPUSD daily time frame, dollar down, GBPUSD up. So resistance broken, and now it is testing next resistance 1.31601. This is your current big resistance, and next will be 78% retracement of this last bearish trend. And for downside support, this trend line is your strong dynamic support level and this horizontal level. And if you see weekly time frame, this pair was coming down. So after retest of this long-term trend line, next target will be retest of this upper yellow trend line, because on weekly time frame there is no resistance before 42.41, and I do not believe in soft landing. EURUSD weekly time frame, price had retraced 61% of this last bearish trend, and this can be your correction, and your next big resistance is 149. But next action depends on your next FOMC meeting. Till then, all of this pair can be sideways. And your first resistance almost broken, 1186, next 14950. And if it comes down, soft landing turns into hard landing on any news, then this trend line will be your next dynamic support level. And AUD USD, it is sideways between few retracement level, vertically up or down. But be careful, this can be your triangle chart pattern. And right now price is almost testing upper trend line. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, your flag chart pattern, it retraced 50%. It made a correction, but now it has breakout above this flag chart pattern. So if it retests this horizontal support level, then you can buy. USDCAD daily time frame, this white line is your strong dynamic support level. If this trend line retests again in next 2 weeks, you can see upside correction from this level, and fib projection from upside, also showing a expected support level near 311.26 level. And your trend line, last week it was trading below trend line, but it went up, retested and made a new lower low, and This was pure technical entry explained in detail in last video. So now you can expect sideways correction until next FOMC meeting. USD CHF, it was down same as dollar index, all red candlestick with no correction. And if you see weekly time frame, then it is sideways from many years, and this is your strong support level. So price is not there, but these are not ordinary support. These are technical level designed by central bank. So this level is only support on USD CHF. And direction of dollar, which depends market sentiment between hard landing and soft landing. And if you want to understand in more detail, SP 500 give you best answer. This was your last bear market, 2007 to 9 recession. Interest rate was 0 and they were doing QE monetary policy, their fancy name for money printing. And only difference between these two times doing same monetary policy, there was no recession in past, and that was big time frame for that monetary policy experiment. But they will try again that monetary policy if recession come, but same like 2021, inflation will return again. And soft landing market sentiment is living in this past mindset from 2009 to 2020, that Fed will reduce interest rate from 5% to 0%. He will do QE again and there will be no inflation. That without hard landing, inflation problem will not solve. And if SP 500 stay at current price, then by magic inflation will return again. So hard landing mean SP 500 trading below 3500, and soft landing means SP 500 trading above 5000. But there are many news to confirm that we are in soft landing mode or hard landing mode, and right now CPI is down 3%, NAP is down. In beginning of the year it was 517k NAP, but there is not a big downtrend in NAP. So this is your soft landing formula. And when market sentiment change, first dollar will go up, then direction of everything will change. But before dollar there will be news, because there is a economic indicator which can verify yes we are going towards hard landing, which you can read in Wall Street Journal. Market 100% confirmation that soft landing is possible. And SP 500 daily time frame for intraday trader, if you do wave counting from this bottom, soft landing speculation was started right here when everyone was predicting recession, and now those same people are saying soft landing. and this market is saying there is no difference between 0% Fed interest rate and 5% Fed interest rate. So technically wave C projection 100% projection level broken, and if you do wave counting from top, then 78% retracement at 45.34 is your resistance level, and you can say this is 135 impulsive wave, the extension of wave C. If market show rejection in 2 weeks, then it can come down and at least it can retest this lower trend line. And as long as Fed is predicting rate hike, in last FOMC meeting he said 2 more rate hike. So rate hike mean economy is strong, soft landing. But if he said no rate hike, that's mean pause. Or if he start talking about rate cuts, that's mean your soft landing is turning into hard landing. So your first resistance 45.34, and this lower trend line your dynamic support level. If new change market sentiment, then this support zone near 4200 is your big support level. NASDAQ, you can follow correlation with SP 500. This is your tech bubble. They think same time from 2009 to 2020 it will return again. But one thing remember, when this big tech company see hard landing, it will go down more than SP 500, because tech people do not know how economics work, and once they saw this is stagflation, their fear will completely kill this tech industry. They are living in imaginary world since last 40 years. Silver daily time frame, your commodity, it made bottom in September last year, and since then it is going up and it is making lower high. This is your sign of a bullish trend, and if this level break $26, because this is your only next resistance, and this area near 24.5, that was only big resistance. On big CPI news, it is going up vertically, it is going up more than gold. So people are making position in precious metal. They cannot forever hide in soft landing narrative. And your H4 time frame, this was key resistance explained in last video. Silver H4 time frame, this is your key resistance 43.25, broken on CPI news, and now it is vertical. This is same as explained in last video. So low chance that it return back to this support level, same like gold 1935, and this resistance level, this is also broken 24.6, and next is your only resistance near $26 price. But for next entry, wait for sideways correction. If it make triangle chart pattern, then you can buy. But it went more than necessary vertical. So to re-enter this bullish trend, you have to wait for correction. And dollar and these commodity will make correction till next FOMC meeting. Natural gas daily time frame, there was many requests. This is your triangle chart pattern, and if you do wave counting, this is final stage of chart pattern correction, and right now it is testing upper trend line. And if this is real chart pattern, then after 3 retest of this upper trend line, it should go below $2, and if it make new lower low, immediately buy natural gas. But in ECB forum, if you have watched that speech, C was very confident on this chart. So they have already exit, and their policy which was sending natural gas to downside, it has ended, and you can see it is sideways. And if you watch this chart more closely, because I think this can be your fake chart pattern, and if upper trend line break, next resistance can be 3.6, but next big resistance is 5.3. So 3.6 can be your minimum nearest target. And after breakout, if it retests this trend line, and it will do minor retest on lower time frame like H4 and H1, then buy and target 3.6. But this chart pattern is complete. Either it break out or go back to 2.1.